I'm here with a hooker, well, world record holder, player cap 58 times for Ireland, a Clare man, a guy who played with his heart on his sleeve and it put his body on the line. Mr. Keith, how are you, sir?
I'm very well. Do I qualify as Culch.ie?
You do qualify as Culch.ie,
right?
I'm here for Culch.ie,
and the only member of my family that wasn't born in Dublin. The rest of them were born in Dublin. I was born down in Limerick.
Ah.
So I am the proper Culch.ie.
You are? Grew up in Kildaloe, County Clare.
Kildaloe. Great place, good part of the world.
Seeing as it is for a pop culture website, what do you do when you're not playing rugby? What are your favourite books, films, music?
I was going to give a line from a movie from when I watched the other day, which was in Bruges, when you said hookers. Really briefly, the hooker, two manky hookers and a racist dwarf, which is a great movie.
Yep.
Books, I would say favourite books. Cannery Road,
okay.
Catch-22, Count of Monte Cristo, fantastic book.
Did you see the movie they made in Paris Courts about it recently?
No.
5 years ago.
No, I didn't know.
With Jim Cazaville, the guy who played Passion of the Christ. Amazing movie.
No, I didn't see it. No,
really,
it's a great book because it's not. It's considered a children's book and it's the furthest thing for children.
Yeah.
Other books, Perfume, fantastic and very good movie, very good depiction of a book. Anything really, a mixture of anything. Movies, mixture of anything.
Right.
Music, a mixture of anything. Love music.
Would you have either?
I could be comfortably the worst musician in the world. In fact, I don't even try, and I would sing at any available opportunity badly. But no talent. No talent.
Yeah. For that, anyway. I want to ask you about rugby because you started out in hurling. You played for Clare.
Did a long time ago.
Yeah, and I'm a Clare. So obviously I have a vested interest.
So you're hated like every other thing. The fact that you achieve success. That's fair enough. Yeah.
Absolutely. But rugby, for me, rugby always seemed a bit inaccessible. You know, when I was growing up, it seemed a bit elitist or something. So to go from
never that in Limerick.
No, of course.
I mean, it's an old sort of trite thing that's trotted out, but Docker and Doctor used to play side by side, and that's the nature of Limerick. Mind you, where we grew up, my father played for Ireland, played for Ireland, so we'd kind of rugby in the house, but we'd sport in the house more than rugby. You know, there was never a drive that you had to go and play rugby. Yes, you did have to go and play sport. I have 3 sons myself, and I don't care if they play rugby. They do have to play whatever it is, be it tennis if they want to play tennis, or hurling or soccer. I don't care. They have to play. You know, they have to play something. And we played everything.
Right.
So on the first week in August, was the RDS show. We'd set up fences in the garden for the kids, and we'd be jumping the Aggie Kent Road. So and in the middle of June, you'd be playing tennis in Wimbledon.
Right.
It was the 5 Nations in January and February. You played whatever was on the telly at the time. You did whatever was there.
Right. And you're seen as an ambassador for rugby now. We're here for Bushman's Irish Whiskey. He's sponsoring the British and Irish Lions. And actually, I was asking on a website called Twitter today some questions. And somebody wants to know why the hell you're doing an interview now while there's a Lions match on.
Yeah, I'll be watching it again immediately we finish. You're kind of able to. That's the pleasure of technology, but I'll be sitting down and going through it immediately afterwards. But it's timing and everything, I suppose. Are
you a shouter at the TV? Because I know you do some rugby commentary.
No, I'm not. I mean, I do get excited, and I love it. I enjoy it. It's very hard to kind of get the buzz you got from playing, commentating on it, or being a pundit with the BBC. Gives me a chance actually to still have that kind of closest to the game, that love of the game that I have. I get cranky, but I'm not a shouter at the telly really. I don't know that's offside. Why? You've gone off your feet 5 times today. You have to learn your lesson at some stage, but not too bad.
Actually, Orla Graham said you made the Beat Six Nation coverage bearable for her. So there you go. That's lovely.
I did very nearly choke myself on. Unbeknownst to me, they put a camera on me for Rogers' drop goal.
Right.
And as it went over, I jumped. But when you're sitting in a chair in the studio, you're wired up with a microphone here, back in around your back, and 2 earpieces in, and jumping up when you've all wires around your neck is never a good idea. And the whole thing turned around and it choked, and they had a camera on it. But that was fantastic, and to see Ireland win, having not won that for 60 odd years, and a lot of guys who played in it would love to have been there, love to have had we all had the chance, we never converted, and for them to do it this year was bloody magic.
Yeah, questions about that. You last played for 2003, which actually be one of the most recognisable names, I suppose, of the Irish team. How do you deal with that? Do you ever pay for pints? I do pay for pints. I'm not a huge pint drinker
anymore, but I know you do. Yeah, I do. I don't mind it. I mean, I'm bald for the reason that I'm bald. I grow a little bit here, it goes on a little bit up there,
right.
But up on top, apart from a few random bits of bum fluff, there's nothing there. But it's, it is what it is.
And did you ever mind the nicknames like the Angry Potato
or Uncle Fester, which is probably the most accurate one of the lot. No, I didn't. You have to have a bit of crack. I've heard a good few friends just call me Fester.
Right.
Totally. So it's people that don't know me that call me Fester. I just wonder where did they hear that? But
it's on your Wikipedia page.
There you are.
There you go. Are you much in touch with any of the current rugby squad?
I would, yeah. I talk to some of them.
Right.
Every now and then. I think when you step away from playing, you need to step away properly. That's always my own view. And I'm there and I bump into them from time to time and I give them a call or a text. Texting is fantastic because when you're on the way up to a match, it's nice to text people and wish them well. Yeah. They probably don't want to have a conversation, they're focusing on the job, but to see you have good luck in the game, well, that's kind of nice. And it's no bad way to do it, really.
And interesting, tell me about what changes have you seen in rugby in the last, let's say, 15 years?
Totally changed. An awful lot changed, an awful lot stayed the same. What stayed the same is the ethos of the manner in which the game is to be played, the ability to think and lead and all those sort of things, they're all pretty much the same. The speed has gone up a notch, the hit, the contact has gone crazy.
Right.
Absolutely. You need to be built to steel out there, those guys are.
Well, that's something that was said about you. You were never afraid to throw your body in.
I was never afraid of it, but I equally was never made of steel.
Right.
Would have suffered for it. I suppose a lot of injuries with it, but that's kind of part of it, and I don't mind that at all. These guys are different in that they have, from 16, 17 years of age, these guys are conditioned to play rugby at this level of professionalism, and we weren't.
Right.
But every year training they have, it's like they're putting down another layer of training, another layer, and they're getting stronger and fitter and faster as they get older. Everything gets an awful lot better because it's built on the years of stuff that's done in the past. For us, we did a lot of training, but we never have had that base level that they have, and they've just brought it to a whole new level. I mean, it's incredible stuff. To go to a rugby match now and see the level of some of the collisions is incredible.